Yes, name, please.
Duncan Frazier, Captain, Sheriff's Central Investigations, which is Family Protection and Homicide. And today, shortly after noon, at about 12:15 this afternoon, we had deputies that came out to this location at 12701 Mapleview to the apartment complex. One deputy was a child abuse detective, as well as deputies from the area command here at the Santee Sheriff Station, a sergeant and some cops deputies. The purpose of the contact out here was a follow-up on allegations of child abuse, during which time the deputies were going to contact a possible suspect. They arrived at this location at about 12:15 hours. Within minutes, there were reports of shots being fired. I can't give you too many details. We're still investigating. At this point, I can tell you that we have two of our deputies that sustained gunshot injuries and a suspect who also sustained gunshot injuries. Our deputies are presently in surgery at Sharps Memorial off of Frost, as well as the suspect. Unfortunately, I can't give you much more in the way of details. I can tell you that the entire Sheriff's Homicide detail is presently on scene. We have commenced the investigation. This is an allied agency operation. We have members of the District Attorney's Office, California Highway Patrol, and are helping with this investigation, as well as Border Patrol. Unfortunately, again, I can't give you much more in the line of details. I will be giving you updates as I get them. At this point, the area is still closed, and I was advised that there is, for the people that were displaced, the Red Cross is set up at Lindo Lake Park, which is just a couple blocks away from here. We are doing what we can to open up this area for the residents. But at this point, the Red Cross will be assisting us.
Can you indicate the gender of the officers?
Yes, I can. Two male officers, two male deputies, I'm sorry.
How long have they been with the department?
I can't give you any of that information on their personnel, their name, or, but I hope to very soon.
I thought that the guy that did the predator was he shot himself.
Any more questions?
You can't mention their condition?
I don't know their condition, ma'am. I'm sorry. I do know that they're in surgery right now. You know, we're hoping for the best, obviously.
Location of the wounds?
I can't give you that.
What's the name of that park?
It's the Lindo Lake Park, and it's, I believe, 2 blocks to my east, and the Red Cross is there right now.
Just to confirm, did you say all 3 are in surgery at Sharp?
That was the last information that I had, was that the 2 victim deputies and the suspect were being treated in surgery.
Can you confirm if the suspect shot himself?
I can't confirm, sir, I can't confirm any of that. It's, we have a lot of witnesses. We had a lot of calls that came in. We're doing an extensive witness canvass of the area that's going on right now. We've had one briefing. I suspect that we'll be out here probably all night long, and I would hope that I'll be able to give you guys more briefings as we get them. As I get more information on the condition of the deputies and the suspect, I'll be sure that I follow up with you on our...
How many officers respond to the...
Well, I can tell you that because of the nature of the call, shots being fired, that the... I can't give you that information.
And then after that?
After that, because of it was what we call an 1199, which is our radio code that the deputies put out, which is emergency request for assistance, that we did have a deputy down and that we wanted as many people to help us as we could. So
many residents
Why the
displaced?
deputies were here?
I don't know how many have been displaced.
Could you repeat why the deputies were here?
They were doing a follow-up on allegations of child abuse, and they were making contact with a possible suspect in that case. I don't have any of the details of that case to provide you.
The
You can't
suspect
talk
male or
about the cell
female?
phone then?
The suspect was a male.
You can't talk about the cell phone on the phone?
I'm sorry.
The boyfriend's cell phone, can you talk
I
about
can't discuss any aspects of that case. I don't know any of those details. We have split up our homicide team. The entire homicide unit is here, and we split it up into teams to investigate the different parts of this event. This is a major event, obviously, and we have a lot of work to do.
Do you know how many shots were fired?
I don't know how many. We have our lab techs here. We'll be doing ballistic analysis and bullet recovery and shell casing recovery, all that. And that'll be throughout the evening.
Where was the gunman located?
I don't know the exact physical location of the gunmen. I do know that they made contact, or were attempting to make contact, with a potential child abuse suspect at that apartment complex, I believe at one of the apartments, and that's where the gunfire erupted.
And you
Downstairs or upstairs unit?
I can't tell you that.
how
The area's been secured.
First floor or second floor?
Sir, I don't even know if it was on an upstairs or downstairs. That's how fluid this is at this point.
Can you tell us
I believe it was a downstairs unit, but and I'll confirm that.
What's the name of the apartment complex?
I don't have the name of the complex. It's at 12701 Mapleview.
And the deputies were outside or were they inside?
I can't tell you physically where they were standing.
How are the deputies?
I don't have an update. I can tell you that they're in surgery at this point, and we're waiting to get some more information on their condition.
Did they actually go to the front door to?
Ma'am, I don't know physically how they encountered the suspect. We'll find that out, and we'll follow up with you. Hopefully throughout the evening we'll be able to provide you all with more details of this event. Essentially what you've gotten now is what I know.
And the suspect is in the hospital.
That's correct.
And we don't know the extent of his injuries.
I don't know the extent of his injuries. Gunshot wounds.
When's the last time the department had a double, like the two deputies get shot?
I believe it would have been in the early 80s when Deputy Lonnie Brewer and then Deputy Scott Rossell were shot.
Have you identified the suspect?
We have identified the suspect. We are not releasing that information quite yet. I hope to sometime throughout this evening, though.
So there's been dozens of law enforcement here since 1 o'clock. What
Since about 12:30. I'm sorry?
what exactly is going on here?
Well, right now we've secured the area. We've located what we call the crime scene. We have an inner perimeter and an outer perimeter of the crime scene. So what we do now at this point is we approach it from, with the criminalistic aspects. We have our crime lab personnel and our detectives actually go into the area and ascertain exactly what happened so that we know what happened. There will be prosecution here, so we need to know that information. And once the area has been searched and we're no longer need to be there, then we can open that area back up to the residents.
And is this a separate team that's looking at the child pornography part of it?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Is it a different team that's looking at the child pornography aspect of it? I mean,
I can't confirm that if child pornography was involved in this. I can't confirm the nature of the allegation.
is it safe to say that his girlfriend is saying that?
I don't know what his girlfriend is saying. I don't know who that person is. So, anyway, thank you very much,
We'll see
and
you
hopefully
when.
we'll be back out within an hour with some more updates for you.
Thank you.